The Garden of Silent Echoes. English Story Level 5. Elira had lived her entire life in the quiet outskirts of the kingdom, where the hills rolled gently, and the forests whispered with age. Behind her small cottage lay an abandoned garden said to have once belonged to an ancient scholar. Most villagers avoided it, claiming that strange echoes lingered among the vines. But Elira, curious and unafraid, visited it often, wondering what secrets such a place could hold. The garden was unlike any other. Flowers bloomed even in winter, and the air always felt slightly warmer than the world outside its walls. When Elira walked among the overgrown paths, she sometimes heard faint murmurs, soft repetitions of her own thoughts, as if the garden were speaking them back to her. She dismissed them as tricks of the wind, though in truth she wasn't certain. One day, while clearing away a patch of ivy, she uncovered a stone basin filled with water that shimmered with an unusual silver glow. The surface remained perfectly still, even when she touched it. As she leaned closer, she heard not her own thoughts echoed back, but the voice of someone she had never met. It told her to look deeper, to listen, and to remember what had been forgotten. Elira recoiled, heart pounding, yet curiosity urged her forward again. She returned daily, studying the basin and observing how its glow changed with her emotions. When she felt calm, the light was steady. When she worried, it rippled like disturbed water, though no wind touched it. Slowly she realized the garden responded to her inner world as if alive in ways she could barely understand. One evening, as a storm gathered beyond the hills, Elira heard the clearest echo yet, a warning begging her to leave the garden at once. Lightning crackled in the distance, but she ignored the plea, determined to uncover the garden's truth. The silver basin brightened until it illuminated the surrounding vines, revealing shapes of people long faded into history. They stood silently, like memories made flesh. The storm broke violently, shaking the earth. The figures stepped back into the basin's glow, merging with it as though drawn home. Elira reached toward them, sensing their sorrow, and as she touched the rim of the basin a rush of memories filled her mind, memories not her own. She saw the ancient scholar creating the garden as a refuge for lost thoughts, a sanctuary where forgotten voices could rest instead of disappearing forever. When the storm ended, the basin dimmed, and the garden fell silent once more. Elira understood then that the echoes had never been warnings of danger, but pleas to preserve the memories held within. She promised aloud to protect the garden, and the vines around her seemed to bow gently in acknowledgement. From that night onward, the echoes no longer frightened her. They guided her, teaching her stories of people who had lived, dreamed, and vanished. Elira became the guardian of the silent echoes, ensuring that nothing truly remembered would ever be lost again. Villagers noticed her newfound calmness, though none knew its source, and the garden remained a quiet mystery to all but her.